What's up, guys? It's over here, and welcome back to Driven Affairs. So, chapter 4. This is the last chapter for the version that I have. So, yeah, we're nearing the end for now. Monday. Okay. I hadn't seen much of Natalie Garcia this past week. Maybe she was busy, or just didn't have much need of a driver. I received a schedule request for today, though. Judging by the destination, it seems like Natalie had some shopping to do. As I pull up to Natalie's townhouse, I wonder if she and Jessica are still angry with each other. They had a pretty serious fight a couple of weeks ago. Prompt as always, the stunning blonde emerges from posh townhouse and skips down the steps, breast bouncing playfully as she saunters to the car. Hello again, James. Natalie, I hope you're doing well. I am. It feels like forever since we last spoke. It has, hasn't it? I popped the car in drive and we set out. So, off to uh, boutiques today? Boutiques, think. Mm-hmm. Dress shopping. My friend Cheryl, is having a party Saturday and I have nothing to wear. Cheryl, right? That's how you say that name, I think. Sounds fun. Any particular occasion? It's her 29th birthday again. Yeah, I've heard you can have a couple of those. Will Mr. Garcia be able to join you? He says he will. We'll see. Hope it's not too much of an intrusion, but I also wanted to ask how things are with Jessica. You two seemed like you really had it out with each other a couple weeks back. It's fine. We worked it out. Truth be told, Jessica and I have a blow up like that every few months. I don't know if that's healthy, but it's sort of the rhythm of our relationship. I love that girl, even as stubborn and brutally honest as she can be at times. Mm-hmm. Well, I'm glad you two worked things out and buried the hatchet. If I can be honest, I don't know how good of a friend. Yeah, let's be the good advocate here. Well, I'm glad you two worked things out and buried the hatchet. Good friends are hard to come by. It's worth it to try and maintain those relationships. Thanks, James. Truth be told, that wasn't even our worst fight. Really? You two never threw punches at each other, did you? No, but Lord knows there were a few times I really wanted to. How about Mr. Vasco? Vasco? Any word on his case? Nothing that I've heard, anyways. Just some interviews and dispositions with various government agencies. Not that any of that seems to be bothering Jessica. She still seems totally unfazed by the investigation her husband is under, which still makes me want to tear my hair out. But there is nothing I can do about it. Jessica's going to do what she thinks is best, and nothing I say is going to convince her otherwise. Before too long, we're turning into the mall, and I pull up to one of the front entrances. What are you doing, ma'am? Going to drop you off? No, you're not. Park it in the parking garage. You're coming with me. Shopping? Yeah, you're helping me pick out the dress. I let out a deep sigh and can practically hear Natalie smiling from the back seat. I hate shopping. Everything about malls gives me a headache. The perfume laced air, the intense lighting, the cavernous echo, and nondescript music, everything designed to try and sell you crap you don't need. Though I suppose someone with a handsome amount of expendable income might see a mall differently. Still, it's not altogether unpleasant getting to spend time with Natalie. Though I'd, I'd, I'd rather us be doing something other than going from one boutique dress shop to another. At each shop, Natalie would end up complaining to the annoyance of many female store associates. on how she was having trouble finding anything to fit her impressive figure. We finally end up in a posh little place run by a very severe looking Romanian woman, where Nat found a few little dresses that seemed like they might fit her. I think this one might actually work. Would you be a sweetheart and watch my purse while I change? Sure. I'm not so insecure that I'll get squeamish at holding a purse, taking it from her, and watching the statuesque woman disappear behind the curtain of the changing room. A moment later, though, the curtain flops back slightly, treating me to a heart-racing view of Natalie shimmering out of her clothes. Oh, okay. As much as I'd like to should respect her space, she's gonna show me anyway, I believe. As much as I'd like to take a look, I should respect her space, yeah. Resisting the urge to ogle that stellar body, I turn away and give Nat her privacy. A few months later, I hear her from the booth. Okay, I need your opinion on this, yeah. She emerges in a dress that looks like it might as well have been painted on. The skimpy outfit puts her stunning outfit on full display. Whoa, Natalie giggles. So, I guess that means you approve? What? Uh, is that really what James said? Actually, no. You're liable to give some poor old fella a heart attack if you show up in that. Yeah, it should be Natalie who said that stuff. Natalie bites her lip and takes a playful swipe at you. Well, it's between this and two others. Do you think you could get your opinion on them too? Sure, I don't know how good my eye for fashion is, but I'll do my best. And don't just say I look good in all of them. It will drive me nuts. So this is the first option. I like the color a lot, but I'm not sure how it fits overall. She's a total knockout, and I have to grab a nearby magazine to place in my lap to keep from being too conspicuously aroused watching her pose and saunter around in the tiny cocktail dress. Okay, wait right here. The blonde bombshell disappears back into the changing room, only to emerge again in a second outfit, rocking this one as much as the rest. Yeah, I like this one better. I really like the cut of this one, but I'm not sure of the material. It feels a little too flimsy. This one looks good as the last, but I suspect she would look wearing nothing but a polar skag. She saunters back into the changing room only to emerge a few minutes later in the third and final number. I think this one is really cute, but it really feels like I'm just asking for a wardrobe malfunction in it. Okay, what is the final decision? You're going to make me pick? I can't decide, please. Hmm, I don't like the green that much. It's between the red and the white. I would say I like the red. Really? Interesting choice. Interesting. Interesting. Is that a good interesting or a bad interesting? Just interesting. Nat gives you a coy smile and slinks back into the dressing room to change, emerging a few moments later with the dress I picked. Okay, ready to go? After you. We make a few more stops, and finally, the ordeal in the mall is over. The sun is starting to get to set when we emerge, bags in hand. See, that wasn't so terrible, was it? I am here to serve, ma'am. Ah, don't be potty. I even offered to buy you a pretzel. Teasing aside, thank you for coming shopping with me. It was nice to have some company at least. You're welcome, Nat. Uh, I curse silently when she flashes me that warm smile. It makes it hard to be annoyed with her. Our errands finished for the day. I escort Nancy back to the car and drive her home. Wednesday. In a refreshing change of scenery, the view outside the car window is one of the lush green hills and blue skies, replacing the dirty grays and bright neons of the city. Not being a city person by birth, it's nice to get away from it when I can. I've always found the thick woods and rolling hills of upstate New York to be comfortable countryside. Well, that's what I told him. Literally, you didn't. Why not? I didn't want to lie. Besides, there was no point in trying to charm someone that deliberately gay if you're going to be that much of a bitch about uh, what? Yep. What the? Yeah, that's fucking new. Okay, being a waiter is the wrong profession. Natalie laughs, listening to Jessica recount a rather unfortunate encounter with some wait staff. Whether whatever issues the two had following their fight some weeks past seems to have blown over. Natalie and Jessica were right back to gossiping and giggling together, as if nothing had happened. I guess Natalie was right about their relationship. It's a short time later. We are parked, and I'm escorting back my passengers to the course. They couldn't have picked a nicer day for golf. Oh, okay. Ah, I so needed this. Sometimes the city becomes so claustrophobic. I just need to escape it for a while. The sign of a true outsider. You can take you can take the girl out of the country, but you can't take the country out of the girl. Oh, come on, you need the fresh air too. If you say so, my hillbilly princess. Natalie playfully swats Jessica's arm with her golfing glove as we walk across the country club grounds. I will admit, after putting up with Marco as of late, it will feel good to hit some balls with a 9 iron. That's the spirit. James, would you be a peach and help us with our bags? Of course, Natalie. Natalie and Jessica are already turning heads in their golfing outfits while I collect their clubs. An attendant nervously approaches the pair. Good afternoon, ladies. I am so sorry, but we had several uh, candidates call in sick today. Yeah, I think that's a golfing term, probably. Call in sick today, and we don't have any available for you. Tee off time. Hmm? If you'd like to wait at the bar, I can have one sent to you the moment they become available. Let and Jessica look at each other for a moment until Jessica cocks her head to me. What about this one? He seems seriously able to lug some clubs around. Well, given all the hours I put into training him at the gym, we might as well put him to work. Yeah, I think that's the guy who follows you around. Yeah. I had no ant- I had not anticipated I would be carrying several sets of clubs out on a muggy summer afternoon. I'm already starting to sweat. With all due respect, ladies, I'm not exactly dressed for the greens. Oh, don't be dramatic. You'll be fine. You'll do fine. Come on, James. A big, strong man like you yourself isn't going to abandon two dainty little ladies to carry those heavy clubs all by ourselves, are you? We both know damn well she could smoke me in any contest carrying those clubs around, but she bats those big baby blues at me and it's hard to say no. Cruising, cru- cursing softly to myself, cursing softly to myself at giving in to her feminine appeals. I grab the two bags and sling them over my shoulder. Good boy. Thanks, James. There'll be a fat tip and tall frosted drinks for you at the end of this. I'll like I'll likely want to give the booth fuck. I'll likely want to give the both of them a fat tip and then some by the end of this. Soon we're out on the course, even with my coat folded neatly on the seat of the golf cart. and my sleeves rolled up. I can feel my shirt starting to stick to my chest and back. But complaints aside, it's hardly a terrible way to spend the day, being outdoors in the fresh air, surrounded by green. No, no cacophony of the city. I think that's a word, or I pronounced it wrong. Okay. Just the quiet breeze, the occasional ring of a ball being struck, and the giggles of the two stunning women I'm escorting. I told him it takes weeks to get reservations there, but he doesn't listen. Let's go, baby. Natalie try, uh, bends over to place her ball on the tee. Her thin, playful skirt sways at the smallest breeze, riding dangerously far up her thighs, and teasing just the slightest bit of of her magnificent ass. God, that place is so trying so hard to be Garrett. Great. It gives me a headache when were we there last. Fuck man. Whenever I'm thinking I'm trying to read, I keep fucking up. I need to stop thinking and just read. Back when we went with Evelyn and her boyfriend Jason, wasn't she going out with Paul Allen? No, I'm pretty sure her boyfriend was Jason, the one that keeps trying to get me to go out with him. Oh right, he's handsome. We should take him up on that. Huh, right. I would just die for a night out. Natalie sends the ball soaring with a powerful swing. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize we came out today to excel at golf too. Jessica nudges her friend playfully as she trades spots with her. Stepping up to the tee, she tee. That's how you say it, tee. I don't know anything about golf, so I didn't bother to learn any English word about it. She looks over and flashes me a coy little glance. She's here too. Is she going without? Is that underwear or the underwear looks like the color of skin or what the fuck's going on? I'll just have to censor that shit. Looking over to see Nat is busy with her clubs, Jessica turns away from me and begins to bend over to place her golf. Taking her sweet time, I can't help but let my eyes drift up her long caramel legs, watching her own small skirts ride up higher and higher. And Jessica is definitely not wearing panties. Yup, I knew it. With my heart racing, Jessica slowly straightens back up before flashing me another knowing glance. Are you alright, James? Huh? My gaze snaps over to Natalie, who looks a little concerned. Are you alright? You're looking a little flush. She's right, James. You look like you have gone all stiff. Oh yeah, I'm fine. It's just a little warm. Jessica's right. Heat cramps are a warning sign. Be sure to drink some water and let us know if you're starting to feel lightheaded and need to take a break. I will, thanks, Nat. Potential provocations aside, we continue on with the round of golf. Sometime later, and we're at the seventh hole, waiting for Natalie to take her swing. You see, Jess, it's all in the boom. The loud clink cuts through the quiet countryside, and the ball is sent rocketing across the fairway. Damn, that's some action. Mhm. Hips show off. Don't be spiteful. You'll make pair on one of these holes. You'll have to forgive me, darling. I'd be playing better, but I keep getting distracted by the way James' shirt is sticking to that nicely shaped chest of his. Even in the sunlight, I began to feel my chest begin to get warm. He is being a good sport, isn't he? First driver, then gym partner, and now golf caddy. James was even sweet enough to accompany me dress shopping the other day. Dress shopping, of course. Shirley's little thing this weekend. He even helped me pick out a cute little number. Did he? I'm sure whatever he picked was sufficiently flattering of your figure. I just picked the one I thought looked the nicest. I'm not a fashionista. My point exactly. Uh, Jessica squares up to the tee off again. I can't help my eyes from drifting down her physique as she spreads her magnificent legs and props her ass up. She winds up and hits the ball with a resounding crack, but curses as the white orb sails off into the rough square into a patch of thick trees and shrubs. Seeing where her ball landed, she immediately snaps her gaze towards a grinning Natalie. Not a word. You can take a mulligan, really. Save your pity. I'll play it. I'll play it where it lies. Okay. Jessica starts off towards the thicket, but even a curiously glance into that mess, and I know it will just tear up the woman's legs if she goes tromping around in there. Jessica, why don't you let me go find the ball? I'm not in a val I'm not an invalid, James. I can find the damn ball. I'm sure you can, but that patch of froth is nothing but poison ivy and thorn bushes. At least I'm in slacks. Jessica looks down at her shapely but bare legs. She is stubborn and proud, but not unpragmatic. Unpragmatic. Very well, James, but as soon as you find it, call back to us and I'll come in and hit it back out. I nod and set aside the golf bags, heading towards the rough greenery as Natalie teases from nearby. Farewell, noble James. We shall sing of your knightly virtue in chorus. Yeah, yeah, you can buy me lunch too when we get back to the clubhouse. I hear the woman giggling behind me as I start to tiptoe into the rough, navigating the various hostile looking bushes and patches of poison ivy while I look around for the ball. As I snake my way into the thicket for a few minutes when I realize I can hear Natalie and Jessica from behind some bushes, unaware that I'm within earshot of them. So, are you fucking him yet? What do you mean? What do you mean, James? Of course, who else? Fucking James? Of course not. Jesus, Jessica. Well, why not? I don't know. Maybe because I'm married. That's not that's not stopped you before. We're not getting into this right now, and that was a mistake. Well, someone needs to fuck you. Lord knows Esteban isn't. When when was the last time you even saw his cock? My sex life is between me and my husband. All right, I get it. I'm just saying, you have him on the payroll, and you have been torturing him at the gym and teasing him with all those little outfits you have been strutting around in. God, just thinking about all the uh, rapey energy he must have pent up in him by now. Jesus Christ, Jessica. What? It's getting me wind up just thinking about it. If you're not going to let him fuck you silly, then maybe Jessica, please don't fuck my driver. He's a good driver. Aren't you forgetting? He's my driver now too. I know because I can't have anything nice for myself apparently. Just try not to bang him, alright? I don't want you to go eat him up and then have things be weird between him and I. Oh, you're just no fun at all. Well, that's a will of conversation to offer here. I know in our modern day and age, I shouldn't be happy about being viewed as a sex object, but goddamn, if it doesn't put a little kick in my step. But I've already lingered too long and slowly tiptoe my way in some other direction before I'm spotted eavesdropping. It makes me feel even more heroic when I locate Jessica's ball. Cupping my hands to my mouth, I call out to Box, uh, Boxom Bear. Ladies, I found it. Stay right there, James. I'm on my way in. I do get a little kick out of seeing Jessica awkwardly try to navigate her way to the ball. She's always comes off as so confident, sure-footed, and gracefully. Seeing her squeamishly try to dodge the nods lazily, buzzing her while trying not to trip head over heels through the underbrush is turning into quite the show. Quite the show indeed. Like any good friend, Natalie takes the opportunity to have some fun at her expense, mocking her from the greens with a big stupid grin. Hurry up, you big baby. These are Gordon Lemur shoes. Natalie, do you want me to get them soiled? Remember, my love, the clubhouse stops taking casual dinners after 6 p.m. Don't rush me. They are bugs. Oh, come on. It's not. It's only like 20 yards. I could spit farther. Okay. Ew! Something touched my leg. They need to have someone come and do something about all this. The woods? Yes, it's dreadful. You'd think they would have found some kind of solution for this sort of thing by now. You're one of a kind, Jesse Bear, like a haggard climber cresting the top of Mount Everest. Jessica finally arrives at the shin deep patch of brush where I have located her ball. Okay, fine work, James. I'll see the country club award you their highest medal for valor when all of this is through. It will be an honor, ma'am. I stamped down some brush to give the raven-haired vixen a reasonable flat patch to stand on, and step aside to allow her to send her ball back to the greens with a sharp crack of her wedge. Her mission complete, Jessica stares back across the rough she just traversed with t- trepidation. It might be an exaggeration to call it spitting distance, but it still would be easy to cover in a single throw of a ball. Would you like me to carry you out? Jessica glares over at me, but then stares down at her helpless Gordon Lemurs. Clearly, even she has limits to her pride. Well, you're just finding all sorts of opportunities for heroism today, aren't you? She teases with a coy, teasing smirk. If we stay out here much longer, Miss Garcia might just move on with her life. This is no time for humor, James. For all we know, it might attract bears. Without a second thought, she wraps her lithe arms around my neck and hops into my arms. I'm a hero, baby. Okay, get me out of here, you brute. Okay, Natalie shears jokingly as I set Jessica down on the safety of the greens a few moments later. 10 minutes for you to walk in and 30 seconds to walk out. Huh. Yet it never be s- yet it never be said that men don't have at least some use left in this world. Jessica pats me on the cheek before sauntering off after her ball. Natalie strolls up to me with a cheeky grin. Thank you for being a sweetheart. Next time I'm leaving her for the bears. James, what a horrible thing to say. Those poor bears. I heard that. The rest of the day goes by slowly and lazily. Natalie ends up utterly trumping Jessica by the last hole, much to the brunette's chagrin. Chagrin. Okay. Not long after clearing the last hole, we were holding down a table out on the clubhouse porch, enjoying some drinks. That's when I told her that I had been asleep out on the balcony all night. Really? So who was asleep in the bed with you? Have no idea. It must have been some girl we met out on the strip who followed us back to the hotel. Friends for years. You'd think you would have known you were cuddling with some stranger over me. Don't hang that on me. You know how drunk we get. Hmm. She was she was Asian, Natalie, and that bony ass of hers should have been a dead giveaway. The poor woman didn't even speak English. What about you, James? Any fun Vegas stories? All underwhelming, I'm afraid. It is how I became a driver, though. Really? Was it that or a male prostua- prostitution after losing everything to deliberate debilitating gambling addiction? Okay, not quite. We were there for an amateur race a few years back. I met a couple other aspiring racers who did private driving on the side to make ends meet. But they both did pretty well for themselves running private car services and seemed to like the work. So, what's that's where drivers go who don't make the big leagues, driving snotty rich housewives around and fetching their golf balls for them. Jessica, don't be a bitch. Truthfully, I'm not terribly cut by Jessica's observation. She's frank but honest. Something about that I appreciate. It's alright. She's not wrong. At least about the driving part. There are only so many spots at the professional circuit, right? Yeah, more asses than seats, so to speak. I nod my beer to her in acknowledgement. Well, fuck. Okay, this date is still going on, guys. Uh, okay, I think we're gonna end this episode right here, and we'll continue on in the next one. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and a comment. Subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next one. My notes. Bye.